equations and numbers of solutions. Question 1. What is the value of x in the equation negative 5x equals 20? So for negative 5x equals 20, this is a one-step equation. We're solving for x, so we want to divide both sides by negative 5 so that we can get rid of everything next to the x. So we have x left. 20 divided by negative 5 is negative 4. Number 2. What is the value of x in the equation 4x plus 3 equals 5? This is a two-step equation. We still want to get x by itself. We're going to start with getting rid of things that are furthest away from it, but on the same side. So we're going to get rid of plus 3. The opposite of plus 3 is minus 3. So we have 4x left over. 5 minus 3 is 2. Now we have a one-step equation. We're going to divide both sides by what's with the x. X equals 2/4, so we can simplify that because 2 goes into both of those. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So our answer would be 1/2. Number 3. What is the value of x in the equation 3 times x minus 4 equals negative 21? We have the distributive property here, so we need to multiply the 3 by everything inside the parentheses. So we have 3x minus 12 equals negative 21. Now we've made a two-step equation. Draw a line down the equal sign. We're going to add 12 to both sides. You can bring down the 3x. Negative 21 plus 12. If you made a T-chart, you would get negative 9. Divide both sides by what's with the x, which is 3. So x equals negative 3. Question 4. What is the value of x in the equation 2 times x minus 5 plus 2x equals 10? We're going to start with distributive property. 2x minus 10 plus 2x equals 10. Now we're going to combine like terms that are on the same side. And we can combine 2x plus 2x, which is going to give us 4x minus 10 equals 10. Next, we're going to add 10 to both sides. So 4x equals 20. Divide 4 on both sides. X equals 5. Question 5. What is the value of x in the equation 6 minus 3 equals negative 4x plus 17? Let's draw a line down the equal sign. We do not have anything that can be combined on the same side, so we're going to start using the opposite operation, the inverse operation. I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides. Add 3 to both sides. I can bring down 6x equals negative 4x plus 20. I have 6x by itself on the first side, so I'm not going to do anything to that. On the second side, I have two terms. I have negative 4x plus 20. I'm going to move the negative 4x because it has an x on the other side to join it. So the opposite would be adding 4x to both sides. So we would get 10x equals 20. Next, divide 10 on both sides. X equals 2. Number 6. How many solutions does the equation 3x minus 5x plus 8 equals 8 have? So now we're not solving for x necessarily. We are trying to figure out how many solutions. And remember, you can have one solution, no solution, or infinite solutions. So let's start to solve this. Actually get an idea. 3x minus 5x plus 8 equals 8. We're going to combine like terms. 3x minus 5x is negative 2x plus 8 equals 8. Then we're going to subtract 8 from both sides. Negative 2x equals 0. Divide by negative 2, divide by negative 2, x equals 0. So for this one, we have one solution, and that would be 0. Question 7. How many solutions does the equation 2 times x minus 4 equals 2x plus 8 have? Let's distribute first. 2x minus 8 equals 2x plus 8. I'm going to add 8 to both sides. And I get 2x equals 2x plus 16. It should start to look a little weird. Minus 2x, minus 2x. I'm not going to put 0x, because if you have the x variable, you would have a 1 in front of it. So I'm going to just bring down a 0. This cancels out because it equals 0. So I have 0 equals 16, and we know that's not true. So because it's not true, we have no solutions to this one. Question 8. How many solutions does the equation 3x plus 5x minus 2 equal 8x minus 2 have? Combine these terms and start out with 8x minus 2 equals 8x minus 2. I could stop there because I have the exact same thing on both sides. So I know the answer will be infinite solutions. But if you didn't notice that right away, you could keep going. Because I could add 2 to both sides, and that cancels out on both sides. And I'm left with 8x equals 8x. I can stop there again because I have the same thing on both sides. But I could keep going. Divide by 8, divide by 8. And finally, I would end up with x equals x, which is true, which gives me infinite solutions. Question 9. Solve for x in the equation 2x minus 5y equals 20. So for this one, we're not solving for a number answer. We're rearranging the equation so it's solved for x. 2x minus 5 equals 20. I'm going to draw a line down the equal sign. I know I'm solving for x. So I'm going to start by moving the minus 5y. To do that, we would add 5y to both sides. I'm going to bring down the 2x. I cannot combine 20 and 5y because one of them has a variable and the other one doesn't. So I'm just going to bring them down as they are. I still don't have x by itself because I have to get rid of this 2. So I'm going to divide everything by 2, which gives me x equals 5 over 2y plus 10. Number 10, solve for r in d equals rt. So we're solving for r, which means we need to get rid of the t. So we're going to divide t on both sides. So d divided by t equals r. have $400 in your checking account that you have to pay $45 per month for your cable bill. How many months can you have cable before you run out of money in your checking account? So we're starting off with $400, and we need to see if we pay $45 every month, how long would it take until those equal each other? Because that's when we would have $0. So here's our equation. To solve it, I'm going to divide both sides by 45. And if I punch that into my calculator, I'm going to get approximately 8.9 months. So after 8 months, of cable, I would run out of money. Number 12, Sadie is 3 times as old as Mark. If Mark is 21, how old is Sadie? So Sadie is 3 times S, as old as Mark. We know Mark's age is 21, so we can do 3S equals 21. Then we have a one-step equation. Divide by 3, divide by 3. So S equals 7. Sadie is